Hello. In this tutorial, we're going to talk a little bit about loops. And a loop, which can be found in the control section in Scratch, is something that lets you do a series of Scratch steps over and over and over again. So for example, here is a loop called the repeat 10 loop. And whatever I put in here will be repeated 10 times. So for instance, I could have the cat move 10 steps, and if I tap on this, it very quickly moves 10 steps, a total of 10 times, so it moved 100 steps. Of course, if I wanted to slow that down, I certainly could as well. I could have it wait 1 second in between, and I don't have to actually repeat 10 times. Let me just repeat it 5. And so it's going to, in fact, because of the order in which I've arranged these, the first thing it's going to do is wait and then move, wait and then move. If I don't like that, I can certainly change the order. It's going to move and then wait. That seems a little more natural. Move, wait, move, wait, move, wait, and so forth. If I wanted something to go on and on forever, I could use the forever loop. And so if I took these two statements and put them in here, then the cat's going to move forever, moving and waiting, until eventually, if I double click, it will stop. So let's do something fun with the cat here. First of all, I'm going to get rid of my repeat loop, and I'm going to use my forever loop. But let me just move these out of the way and get rid of them for a moment. The first thing is I want this cat to chase after something, chase after a ball, because that's what cats often like to do. So I click on the new sprite icon. Let's do that again in slow motion. This is the icon to create a new sprite from a file, and I already have the right folder open. I'm going to create a beach ball. So there's my beach ball. I'm going to move it out of the way so we can see it, and click on the shrink icon right here. And then if I shrink on the click on the ball, it will get smaller and smaller and smaller. That looks about the right size. Now I'm going to give the sprite. You notice the sprites here are called Sprite 1 and Sprite 2. If I click on here, then anything I write in here, or any puzzle pieces or any pieces I drag in here, apply to the first sprite. Here they apply to the second. Now the names Sprite 1 and Sprite 2 aren't too descriptive, so I'm going to call this cat, and I'm going to call Sprite 2. I'm going to rename it again by typing here in this text field here. I'm going to call it ball. Now it's a little bit more descriptive. And the ball, first of all, I'm going to have it move. So I'm going to go forever. What I'm going to have the ball do is, first of all, I'm going to, in fact in this case I will have it wait. Let's have it wait 3 seconds. And then I want it to move to a random location. So in order to do that, I go into the motion area and I choose go to XY. Now if I were to run this, and let me just rearrange them here, it would wait 3 seconds, then go to 170.59. So every point on the stage has a XY location associated with it. X is just like you expect in mathematics. This is the x-axis moving left to right, and the y-axis moves from top to bottom. And you can see over here, this shows you where the coordinate, relative to the position of the cursor of the arrow, where the coordinates are. So for instance, if I'm over here on the left-hand side, I'm at negative 225 for x, negative 171. If I move over to here, I get to about, looks like I can get to almost 240. And if I go up to here, my y value climbs to about 180. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have the ball move not to a fixed location, because it would be uninteresting to keep moving to the same place. If I click here, it moves. Maybe it moves. In fact, let me move it over here just to demonstrate this. Oops, it moved. It moved to 170.59, which is about right here, and it would continue moving to that point, which is no fun at all. So let us go into operators, and let's move to a random location. I want x to be about, here's the minimum value of x, looks like about negative 242. Let's say about, I don't know, negative 235 to plus 235. And I'm going to do the same thing for y, except here the minimum y will be about negative, we'll say negative 175 to plus 175. And I'll drag this into the x location, and I will drag this into the y location. So now Let's move this so we can see everything. Every 3 seconds, the ball will move to a new random location, picking a random number for both x and y. Let's see it in action. We have to wait 3 seconds, and then it moves. We have to wait another 3 seconds, and it moves again, and so forth. Now let's go back to the cat, and let's have the cat chase after the ball. So in order to do that, I'm going to have the cat point towards the ball. And then I'm going to have it move just a single step. Let's get this in the right order, shall we? Point and then move. Now, in order for this to work, I'm going to have to tell the ball to start moving. Get the ball moving here. And I'm going to get the cat moving. So the cat already found the ball. Now it's after the ball. Oh, but the ball moved just before the cat could get to it. And we have the beginnings of a game. It's not quite polished yet. In our next tutorial, however, we will put the finishing touches on our cat chase the ball game.